Assembling the paddle grabber. The paddle grabber can easily be assembled in a few minutes. 2 wrenches are required to assemble the paddle grabber. They can be regular wrenches or adjustable wrenches. The parts to the paddle grabber. These are the parts and hardware for the paddle grabber. The paddle grabber consists of a right side paddle and a left side paddle. 2 telescopic handles. The handles have 2 parts, an upper handle and a lower handle. 2 paddle connectors, 1 for each paddle. Paddle hardware. It consists of 4 bolts, 4 large washers, 4 small washers, and 4 nylon lock nuts. And the scissor assemble hardware consists of 2 curved washers, 2 saddle spacers, a long bolt, and a top lock nut. Note: do not get the top lock nut mixed up with the other lock nuts. Insert lower handle to paddle connectors. Each handle has a paddle connector. The paddle connectors have 2 holes on each side. Slide the lower handle into the paddle connector, lining up the paddle connector holes with the holes of the lower handle. Do the same assembly to the other paddle connector. Assembling lower handle to the paddle connectors. Okay, you're now ready to attach the handles to the paddles. The paddles have a straight edge. The straight edge is the bottom side of the paddle, and the curved edges are the top side of the paddle. The paddles have an inside curve and an outside curve. The handles get attached on the outside curve. Place the paddle connector on the outside curve and line up the 2 holes. Now you are ready to fasten the handle onto the paddle. With a bolt and a large washer, insert the bolt and washer from the inside curve through the paddle and the paddle connector. Then place the small washer and lock nut onto the threads on the paddle connector side. Then repeat the same for the other hole. This is how the paddle and handle should line up. Now tighten the nuts and bolts using the wrenches, 1 wrench on each side. This is how it should look like. Straight edge on the bottom. Note: the large washers go on the inside curve, and the small washers go on the paddle connectors. Now do the same assembly for the other paddle. Scissor assembly. With both paddles assembled, line up both bottom straight edges, and then close them together. Make sure to align both paddles together, front and back. With the paddles lined up with each other, you will notice the top handle crosses over the lower handle. Align the upper and lower handle holes of the top handle. Now you are ready for the scissor hardware. With the bolt and the curved metal washer, insert them through the top handle holes. Holding the bolt in place, place the saddle washers over bolt with the curved sides against the tube handles. Then line up the holes of the lower handle and insert the bolt through the holes. Holding the handles and hardware assembly together, check to see if both paddles align, front and back. If everything aligns, then you're ready for the final hardware. Now place the curved washer and the top lock nut onto the bolt. Now, using 2 wrenches, tighten the bolt and the top lock nut firmly. There you go. As you can see, it is very easy to assemble. We are confident that you will enjoy using this amazing multi-use tool, the paddle grabber.